The High Republic Publishing Initiative has officially launched, and while we now have several new books and comics to read, more is well on the way. With the official livestream launch event that happened earlier this week on January 4th, not only were we given more insight into this new era of storytelling, this launch event also announced several new stories coming out over the next few years. So today I figured I'd go through every piece of the High Republic through their release dates. By the end of this video, I'm sure you'll find one book or comic that really interests you. Starting with the obvious, January 5th saw the launch of the High Republic with the release of 3 new stories. The Del Rey novel Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule, the Disney Lucasfilm Press young readers book The Great Jedi Rescue by Cavan Scott, and the Disney Lucasfilm Press junior novel A Test of Courage by Justina Ireland. Today, January 6th, sees the release of the first issue of the new High Republic comic from Marvel, written by Cavan Scott. Claudia Gray's young adult novel through Disney Lucasfilm Press Into the Dark will be released February 2nd. A few weeks later, on February 21st, we will get the first issue of the IDW comic High Republic Adventures by Daniel Jose Older. Jumping down a few months to June 29th is when we will get the next Del Rey novel, The Rising Storm by Cavan Scott. And these stories cover everything that we know so far. The comics from both Marvel and IDW will continue to be released throughout the months, as well as the new short stories being published in every new issue of Star Wars Insider. But now onto the new books and comics that were announced at the launch event. These projects do not have release dates as of yet, but I'm sure we will get them probably around fall of this year. The first project announced is a new graphic novel from Cavan Scott titled The Monster of Temple Peak. This story will follow the new character of Ty Yorick, who is described as a saber for hire. This graphic novel will show how the character views the universe as well as the Jedi, which will then lead up to the character's appearance again in the previously mentioned Del Rey novel, The Rising Storm. Out of the Shadows will be the next young adult book written by Justina Ireland. The overall story on this is being kept secret, but we know it will follow Venestra Rowe, the Jedi Knight we first meet in Justina's junior novel, A Test of Courage. Justina is also working on a new project that I am very much looking forward to, which is a brand new manga titled The Edge of Balance. Justina will be writing this story alongside Japanese author Shinya Shima. This will be the first original Star Wars story told in this style, and I am really excited for it. Yes, there have been other Star Wars manga before, but this will be from a more traditional standpoint, as opposed to Lost Stars and Leia, Princess of Alderaan, which were just adaptations of already published works. Daniel Jose Older has a middle grade book coming out called Race to Crash Point Tower, which will follow 2 Jedi Padawans discovering just how big the galaxy is when a Republic fair shows up on their out-of-the-way planet. One of the new Padawans is Ram Jomaram, who is described as being mechanically minded. He doesn't really think the same way as most Jedi and would rather spend time repairing things in his garage, like his droid V-18, which we can see on the cover of the book. This story will also bring in Padawan Lula Talisola, who we will first meet in the IDW comic series. The final announcement was the most secretive and is coming from Claudia Gray. During the launch event, Claudia only said, "I am working on something which I am not allowed to tell you anything about except that it exists and I am working on it." After all of that, we were also told that the High Republic is being developed in 3 phases, similar to how the MCU has been doing. Phase 1 is being called Light of the Jedi, Phase 2 is called Quest of the Jedi, and Phase 3 is called Trials of the Jedi. This is how the High Republic will be played out over the next few years, with Phase 1, Light of the Jedi, ending somewhere in 2022. But what are your thoughts on all of this? I know there was a lot to take in, but tell me some of the projects you're excited for. Will this get you into the High Republic, or have you already started reading? Tell me all about it in the comments below. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you haven't, and remember, the Force will be with you, always.